2 television series you need to be watching. Shannan E. Johnson here, CEO of The Professional Pen, where we develop screenwriters from idea to pitch. Need help on your screenplay? Go to www.theprofessionalpen.com. You can't even see "the" in there. Like, what are we even doing? All right, so 2 series that you should be watching right now. Both of them are currently on Netflix. Series number 1, Your Honor. Guys, I love this show. Okay? I love it. If you like Breaking Bad, you'll like this show. Why? Because the star is the star here. So let's talk about it. The premise of Your Honor is a judge who's a fair judge. Everyone loves him. He goes the extra mile to make sure that the people who are in his courtroom get a fair trial. Okay? His son accidentally kills the son of a mob boss. And when he finds out, he makes a decision to cover it up. So we're watching the entire season to figure out if the mob boss is going to find out who exactly killed his son. This is a show where the protagonist is the bad guy. He's a good person, but he is the problem. It's a whodunit series. Everyone is trying to figure out who did what. Our protagonist is the one who did it. What I love about this series is how intricate the storylines are. Okay? Also, if we take it down to just a human level, how what one person's mistake does to affect other people, and how other people are brought into the problem to try to solve it because of where they are on the level of hierarchy, right? So we understand that people of color tend to be lower on that list, and people of color tend to be people that we can kind of throw away. So there are people who are brought into trying to help solve this problem. As you can see, I'm trying not to give it away. But sadly, those people then get repercussions, and this wasn't even about them. This wasn't even about them. It's done so well. I'm trying not to give it away. And so I'm kind of speaking around it. If you've already watched it, then you understand what I'm saying. If you haven't watched it, then you're probably like, what is she talking about? But it's so intricate. There are so many levels and so many players, and they really do a great job of information distribution and information hoarding so that we stay along the ride, because we want the protagonist to get away with this, because we like him, we relate to him, he's a good guy, and all he's trying to do is protect his son. So even though they are in the wrong, we want them to win. Check it out. Your Honor, originally on Showtime, now on Netflix. The second show that you should check out is called Eric. It is a Netflix original. It is also a whodunit. However, our protagonist is the anti-hero. He's not that great of a person, but unlike in Your Honor, he's not the bad guy. He didn't do the thing, but he is a very complex individual that we don't know if we like at all. He's relatable though, because he's not perfect. What I like most about this show is that he has a mental illness, which we learn from his friend, his wife, and his mother. He has been seeing people or seeing things and talking to them since he was young. That imagination turned him into the creator of like a puppet show, consider like the Muppets, right? But his imagination is so big that he personifies them into real beings, and he will then be in conversation with them. But that being is not real. That being is not here. And so other people are seeing him kind of losing his mind as he's looking for his son. The personified being ends up being his conscious, right? That personified being, called Eric, can say all the things that he can't say, can hold him accountable for all the things that he's not willing to say out loud, right? So imagine you have the two, angel and devil on your shoulder, and you're the angel who's thinking that you're the victim and everything is okay, and the devil is the one who's telling you like, no, you're the problem. So I really enjoyed it. I think it's only about 6, maybe 8 episodes, and so it's a really fast watch. But I want you to watch it so that you can see how they unfold everything, because again, the storylines are very intricate. There are 2 young boys who are missing. Okay. And in finding them, we figure out how they're linked with each other. So we get introduced to people who seem like they have seemingly nothing to do with the story. And then eventually it all comes out how they're all linked. All right. So if you're in a place where you're ready to start a new series, I suggest those 2. Have you seen them? If so, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about them. If you haven't seen them, go and watch them now. They are really, really good studies for you as a writer, especially if you're writing thrillers, if you're writing whodunits, if you're writing dramas. The emotional through lines are very present in both of the stories. So go watch it, come back, let me know what you think. Until then, happy writing.
The professional pen. The professional